Hello everyone and welcome to Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. In the news, a Hopkins County teen allegedly threatened his family with a knife and ended up in jail on an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge, according to Sheriff's Office reports. Hopkins County Sheriff's dispatchers received a 911 call at 7:07 p.m. Tuesday in which a FM 1536 resident's 18-year-old son was reported to be suicidal and to have run away. The teen was reported to have a knife while threatening to kill himself and his family. Family members allege that Braden Lynn Brown had attempted to gain entry to the house, kicking and punching and stabbing the front door of the residence. He went to the Tyra Cemetery and then returned. Family members reportedly attempted to calm the teen down, but alleged to get out of hand. The teen then allegedly began destroying the residence, got into a physical altercation, and threatened to kill his family with a knife. Family members allege that while the teen was trying to unsheath the knife, they disarmed him of it and took him outside the residence. The teen then ran away from the residence. He was found and arrested at 8:41 p.m. Tuesday for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Cumbie and Como-Picton students went home with the top awards presented at the Netla Ag Mechanics Show, which was held Tuesday at the Civic Center. Grand champion went to Cumbie FFA members Fabian Camargo and Logan Miller, and reserve champion to Como-Picton FFA members Jason Monk, Canyon Thomas, and Braden Miller. Bailey Bowen, also of Como-Picton FFA, won the Ag Mechanics Showmanship Award. The show featured 29 projects from 6 schools, some team and some individual projects. Class awards were awarded in 4 class categories: farm, recreation, wildlife, and farm shop categories. An independent group of Sulphur Springs youth earned second place honors in the Destination Imagination contest held recently. While not officially a Sulphur Springs Independent School District team, all 4 students reportedly attend high school at Sulphur Springs ISD. The team consists of Dawson Carpenter, Savannah Lilly, Lexi McCoy, and Aubrey Williams. And coaches Brooke Howard and Clay Hansford received second place honors in the secondary level scientific challenge. Although they will not be advancing to state, the students are being commended for their achievement and dedication. The students reportedly started working weekly on their challenge solution back in August, and for the past few months have worked on the project daily. Sulphur Springs High School Theater Department will offer local residents a sneak peek at the one-act play that the high school students will perform at competition on Tuesday. They will perform Christine Thacker's one-act play, Emma's Child, at 2:30 p.m. Sunday in the Sulphur Springs High School auditorium. Tickets for that production are $1 for students and $3 for adults. In Emma's Child, seniors Rachel Bramlett and Chase Berry portray Jean and Henry Farrell, who after years of unsuccessfully attempting to have a baby on their own, decide to adopt. And sophomore Allie Grace Woodard plays Emma, the birth mother, who approves of the couple. Then they begin awaiting the birth of their child. And when that comes, it's not a happy occasion. However, as the baby boy Robin is born hydrocephalic and will not live long. Jean falls for the child anyway. The attention she pays to Robin not only threatens to tear her marriage apart, but causes trouble at the hospital as well. Jean's best friend Franny, played by junior Rory Young, and some loving nurses portrayed by juniors Anthony Arroyo and Hannah Schultz help Jean as she deals with the ensuing problems. Junior Haley Fletcher and sophomores Emily Gotcher, Caleb Talmadge, and Lucy Brady round out the cast. The stage manager is sophomore Anna Yelly Dela Cruz, and the technical stage member, sophomore Brandon Williams, lead the technical team, which includes senior Alex Walker, junior Greg English, sophomore Heather Horn, and freshman Danielle Verlander, Ricardo Chavaria, Marquita Hood, and also Kyra Young.
Now, ladies, don't miss this spring event. It's called the Fashion in Full Bloom Style Show, put on by Marlene Sassenclass, not in Sulphur Springs, but at Charleston Sky in Cooper, Texas. It's this Sunday.
Our fashion show is called Fashion in Full Bloom, and it is this Sunday afternoon. We have had advertisement in a lot of areas, and I've still heard people say, I haven't heard about this.
I know.
So we are here to tell you a little more about it with Enola today.
So it is a style show, Fashion in Full Bloom, at a beautiful venue called
the Charleston Sky. And it is located at Cooper. To give you a little bit, some people go, where is that at? Well, you know, how I find things is I put it in maps in my phone and it just guides me there. But I looked it up and it's Highway 19 North. You turn right on FM 895 and then you go about 3 miles down the road, and then the road kind of jags and to the left, and then you go about 6 miles, and it's on your right-hand side.
You know what? There's a tiny little community there at Charleston, and I think on Highway 19, when you make that right-hand turn, it says Charleston.
I believe it does.
And then there's a little store, and then Charleston Sky definitely is the biggest thing there.
Is it there? That's true. And it's really a beautiful place. The owners are Kevin and Lisa Carter. And the reason we're doing it there is I did a photo shoot for a video for my shop, and I thought it was the most neatest place. And I thought, well, this would be a great place to have an event. So we talked to the owners, and we joined together to put this fashion show on this Sunday.
Well, I cannot wait. And will you hand me one of your little flyers there?
Yes, you may have seen this around town. This has been on the digital sign. Matter of fact, Enola had a lady in the shop the other day, and she said, I heard it on the radio. And I said, oh, great. I'm glad to know that. But
it looks very springy, and that's what we ladies are ready for.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Spring styles.
And I have looked at the weather for Sunday, and it does look like a little bit of spring weather is going to be there. I mean, I think the temperature is going to be 70 degrees, ladies. Ooh, I could love to have that all the time. So just a little bit of sun, and it'll be a great day. So there won't be any hamper for the weather, it looks like right now.
So go to church, get through, come out at 2 o'clock at Charleston Sky. You'll have snacks and drinks and appetizers and things like that.
Yes. Corner Grub is providing a beautiful buffet of appetizers for us. I know you'll already have had lunch, but it'll be in the middle of the day, and you want to test out some things that are there. And then we're going to have tea and water, and then we're going to have wine by Finesse Winery. So, and they'll even do a little tasting if you're not sure what you might like or you just want to check out what theirs is like. They'll do a little tasting there for you. We have about 18 models, I believe. And let me tell you another guest model we have. Miss Fort Worth is going to be at our fashion show. And, you know, it's the sweetest thing. I met her at our shop, and she bought a pair of boots. And she tagged me on Instagram, and so I messaged her and said, hey, do you have this date open? Would you love to come model for us at our fashion show? So she will be there also.
That's great.
And we have ages from 15 to probably 75. So in all types of ladies are going to be there, all sizes and colors, and in just hair colors. I mean, you know, it's interesting to see what does this outfit look like on a blonde, what does it look like on a girl that's got dark hair. So, you know, it just kind of gives you that variety.
Well, I have a burning question I want to ask. Isn't there a stairway coming down? Are they coming down the stairway?
Yes, that is our plan. You know, I have done a fashion show before, and we had to pull in and put a stage and everything up. But when I seen how this is set up with the stairway, I thought, oh, this will be wonderful. Just be kind of like my runway or, you know, kind of that elegant look to come along with it. So we have all kinds of styles that will be coming, and the girls will be coming down the stairway there and then walking among you. We will be having door prizes. Let me tell you, this is so cool. Now, you are purchasing a $10 ticket. Okay. The main reason for the ticket is to tell me how many to prepare for, because your ticket gives you a $10 shopping voucher back. So really, as I tell everybody, you're going to shop at some point. So really, it's not actually costing you. It's just helping me know who's going to be there. So we're excited. You know, right now, I believe I have maybe 120 or more that have already purchased tickets. So we're going to have a great group. But if you're interested in purchasing a ticket and you haven't already done so, you can call Marlene Sassen-Class and purchase a ticket over the phone, and we'll hold your ticket at the door for you. If you don't have time to come by and pick it up, that is not a problem. And you can go to a place on the our page. It's called Eventbrite, and purchase a ticket. Eventbrite, just to let you know they do charge a service fee. If you call the shop, you do not have that service fee. But just kind of giving that heads up. But while you're there, we're going to be doing door prizes. But we have 3 really unique prizes that everybody has a chance of winning. One is, as you may know, I am the retailer for Kendra Scott Jewelry here in Sulphur Springs at Sassen-Class. Okay. So we are going to give away a Kendra Scott necklace and earrings to match. Then we are exclusive for Consuela bags. So if you don't know about Consuela, and these are 2 Texas originated products, okay, if you want to know anything about that. And so Consuela is out of Austin also, and it's a really unique type bags, but we're going to give away a Consuela bag. And then we have a grand prize basket.
Tell me about it.
Well, there is going to be all kinds of good things in there. Let me tell you, I have a gift card, a Visa gift card in there. I have a gift card to go eat at Corner Grub. I have some hair products. I have a bottle of wine. I have a gift from Everything's Unique. So there's just a multitude of really unique prizes for the grand prize. So I don't really know what the dollar value is because I haven't finished adding prizes to that yet.
So your ticket puts you in the grand prize drawing?
Yes.
Okay.
Your ticket puts you in the grand prize drawing. Your ticket puts you in for the Kendra necklace and earrings and for the Consuela bag. And then you'll get just a fun door prize as we'll spontaneously give away all kinds of fun things during the show, too.
That sounds like so much fun. So women plan for this this Sunday.
Right.
2 o'clock.
The doors open at 2 o'clock.
Sky. Okay.
And the fashion show starts at 2:30.
Okay.
And you'll have plenty of time to shop. We will have a pop-up shop there, so you can use your coupon while we're there, or you can come in the shop.
Like if you've been down to Marlene's and you spied some of the darling accessories, shoes, anything that she's got in that store.
That's right.
Then you look at the pop-up shop, and I'm anxious to shop that too. Sometimes we go shopping and we see something, we don't buy it then for whatever reason. We wish we had. Now this is the chance.
Now it's your chance. And it's just a fun afternoon. I have several mother and daughters that are going to be there at the show. And then I have a mother and daughter going to be modeling. So, it's just a good event to come to. Just, it's just in the afternoon. We should be done before 5. So that if you're trying to figure out what your schedule is like, the fashion show will be a little over an hour and then you'll have time to shop. And if you've not seen the event center, oh my goodness, it is a beautiful place. You will want to get some pictures, and we'll also have a little area to do a photo booth. So that if you want to do some pictures with your girlfriends or something like that, that'll be a nice time.
Okay. Well, and then you may be wanting to book that yourself for something, to do with your family or friends. Well, I want to ask you, because you are really good at marketing. You are a retailer that's really conscious of that, and you do that all the time. I don't think you ever stop marketing your shop. So kind of tell us how you came to be doing this. And I don't think you had a store before this, did you?
I did not. Getting into the fashion industry started a long time ago. When my son, maybe a few years before my son was born, I did a high fashion jewelry business. And so I loved it. I had to get out and meet people. And, when I moved to Sulphur Springs, I knew no one. My husband got a job in Greenville. And so I met lots of people through my high fashion jewelry business that I did. And so then when he went into school, I kind of took a break. But needless to say, he went off to college, and I was working at a business that closed. And so I was trying to decide what I might want to do. And I walked into the shop one day, and this lady had a shop for sale, and I thought, I think I could do this. I don't know, but I'll give it a try. And I have just developed it, and it's been just tons of fun.
I love your title, Marlene Sassen-Class. It kind of describes the fashion selections that you'll find there. And what you like to do is cater to the individual shopper.
That's right. We love to be able to help you put your outfit together from head to toe. And so, I do tell girls, though, hey, if you've got your own shoes, your own hat, your own accessory or piece you want to put something together with, bring it in. Let us help you put it all together. And someone came in one day and they said, I'm not very good at this. And I said, you know what? That's our job. Let us help you.
That's very good. I love that. You're all around downtown. You're part of the Downtown Business Alliance. You work with them to market really all of our downtown.
That's right. And, we have the neatest downtown. I just love Sulphur Springs and what we have to offer here. We have such a friendly community and we care about each other. And I think that's so important, to be able to reach out and care about one another through whatever type of business you have, because there's lots of needs to be met through every business. And in my business, there's all kinds of needs a woman might have when she comes in. Or there's all kinds of incidents that happen. This lady was in yesterday and, her mother passed away. And so she's looking to wear something to wear. So, there's all kinds of events that go on, but we are there to help, meet the needs of whoever can come in and has that need.
I find that throughout the store, you're not going to have 12 of the same thing. You kind of cater to this lady buys this dress, and maybe another lady will buy the dress in her size, in that same size, but there's not going to be enough for everyone.
There's certainly not. And so that's one thing about the fashion show. If you're there, you see something and your size is available, you might want to purchase it if you can. Because, I don't. I just buy in small numbers. We are a small town, and we don't want to see everybody wearing the same thing we have. And we want to be able to offer you different things in our show often. And so that way it allows us to do that. So it kind of makes your little outfits unique. And we do have a lot of out-of-town shoppers that come in, too.
That's right.
And they love seeing something that's not just everywhere.
Well, I could talk all day about the fashions in there. Lots of, and we don't have a lot of time, but lots of standard, let's say, things that you need every day to go under or coordinate with something else. And then you've got your showy things that lets you express your personality fashion-wise. Boots, shoes, belts. What all can we say? Jewelry, of course.
Of course. We all love jewelry, don't we? And so, we are just here and offer all kinds of variety. And, it's just a lot of fun to be able to get something new we want to help you feel the best about yourself as you can. And so, and to be able to, provide you an outfit that, wherever you might be going, or just the everyday. I mean, we carry Dear John jeans, which are very comfortable, but we carry a lot of other styles, too. So, that's just something to keep in mind. A lot of the brands I carry are not carried by the other shops in town. So that way you feel like you can shop at all the shops. Because, we have several boutiques and things in town. And it's not like you can buy everything at one shop. So that way, you can see something different at every shop you go into.
And that's making Sulphur Springs a fashion destination for sure. Now, let's talk one more minute about the Style Show this Sunday.
That's right. Don't forget, if you need a ticket, okay? And somebody asked me, are there going to be tickets at the door? Well, there will be limited tickets at the door because I am providing food, and so I want to make sure I have the right number. But I will have a few tickets available at the door, but if it's at all possible for you to call the shop and reserve your ticket, that would be best.
335-8918.
That's correct.
Or pop in 212 Main Street and tell Marlene.
Yes, and we look forward to seeing you Sunday at the Charleston Sky.
In sports, things are now all set for the next Wildcats basketball playoff game, an area-round game. Wildcats coach Clark Cipolletta announced Wednesday that the Wildcats, ranked number 6 in Class 5A, will be playing Red Oak, ranked number 12 in Class 5A, in Forney on Friday night at 7:30. Red Oak topped West Mesquite 69-62 Tuesday night in DeSoto. The Wildcats defeated Lufkin Monday night 78-55 at Tyler Junior College. The Red Oak Hawks, the district champion of District 14 5A, was a perfect 12-0 in district, and their season record is now 23-11. The Wildcats are 27-8 for the season. Former Wildcats player, assistant coach, and defensive coordinator Tristan Abram has been hired as the head football coach and athletic director at Class 4A Mahia. The Mahia ISD announced the hiring in a tweet on Monday. Coach Abram departs Paul Pewitt after 2 seasons as head coach of the Brahmas, including last season's trip to the Class 3A Division II state championship game in December. The Brahmas went 14-2 last season. Our congratulations to Coach Abram. After a slow start this season, the Lady Cats softball team exploded against Mineola, winning 12-2 at Lady Cat Park on Tuesday night. Lady Cats are now 2-4 for the season. Lady Cats coach David Carrillo tells us more about the win.
You know, after this weekend, I kind of did a little bit of soul searching on, what path and direction our team needs to take. And, I just started telling them and talking to the girls on Monday about being better, about not worrying about the wins, just us getting better and reaching certain goals and things that we did not do well this weekend that we need to do better. And they responded and played very well. I thought I got to see a lot of things also and evaluate a lot of things. And it's fun when you get to evaluate and you're winning. Mm-hmm. So that was a big plus, and got to get all the girls in. So, that being said, I just think that it's our mindset. What are we trying to get out of everything? And the hard part as a coach is to get these kids to understand that we need to be ready by district. We need to be ready by district. And I think they kind of understand that. Our team's just different this year, of course, because we're very inexperienced. But, as games go on and we keep playing, the experience will come. And, I knew it was going to be like this, and it's just part of it. Lady Cat softball's not dead. It's just we're just going to have to figure out how to get better. And like I said, as coaches, we've evaluated ourselves and what do we need to do different in practices. And then, like I said, game last night, Cadell pitched an awesome game, threw a 4-hitter, I believe. And then, offensively, the floodgates opened. I want to say we got 14 hits, I believe. Maddie Smith got some hits. And, the hitting was all the way around to me. Womack kind of got hot a little bit. That's just coming off the top of my head. Jaden Harper, pleasant find. Magnuson. Like Magnuson too. Yeah, Magnuson hit the ball. We hit the ball. And again, I felt like the last game of the tournament that we hit the ball and was moving it around pretty good. We were just hitting them at people. But to be able to get these hits and make things happen was a good thing. And it's going to come. I know it's going to come. It's just, yesterday I made a comment that was actually, I think, our third day outside the whole season. So it was different. Not yesterday, day before, in practice was our third day outside. So that helps a lot, being outside and seeing where the ball's being hit and seeing, it just makes a difference. So hopefully we can, it's a little cold today, but I don't know what's going to happen. But we just need to continue improving on our things, on not making errors, not striking out, getting good pitch location and hitting your spots, just making contact and playing error-free ball. And it's the simple things like that. Make the plays when we have to. So I'm pushing that and I'm selling it, and that's what we're going to do, and we're going to continue to get better. I am proud of this team. I think they work hard. I think they're trying to do better, and it's just part of a process that we're having to go through right now. But it's okay, because at the end of the day, we're going to be better than we were the first weekend by the end, and I know that.
Very tough tournament coming up, very tough teams the next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, I didn't make it easy for us. So this weekend and next weekend, and Allen and Wiley, we're going to have a tough tournament and tough teams. But, again, I'm not worrying about wins. I'm worrying about getting better, and we're going to get better by playing good people. And we're playing really good people. So, that being said, we need to step up and let's see what we got again. But just keep those intangibles of playing error-free ball, making contact, getting good pitch in, and just growing. Because I think all the stuff that we kind of go through, not many people realize it and want to go through it, but when you go to these rough patches, you're going to grow. And it's up to you. How are we going to be better for it, or are we going to just feel sorry for ourselves? So, I expect us to be better for it. And by the time district hits, I don't think we're going to see anything that we have not faced before in the preseason. And definitely pitching-wise, we're going to run through the gauntlet. So it's okay.
The Wildcats baseball team will be opening the regular season Thursday in a 3-day Tyler Lee tournament. The Wildcats lost almost all of their scrimmages due to wet weather. This occurring with the Wildcats baseball coach Jared Hammock having to make a lot of personnel decisions due to big graduation losses. More on Wildcats baseball, I should say, from Coach Jared Hammock.
We got in one scrimmage out of 4. We haven't been on our field yet, varsity-wise, and part of that has been the weather, of course. Part of that has been we're going to play on turf for the first two tournaments, so we're taking ground balls on that. But it'd be nice for the outfielders to get some real looks. As far as balls off the bat, I mean, they're really good at, doing the little short drill work in the indoor, but, that's not real conducive to what you're going to see, 280 feet away from the batter, and you have to read it and go get it. So, we were fortunate to get one scrimmage in over at Hallsville. It was a pretty nice day that day, but we really hadn't had a lot of field time.
Yeah. And you've got a lot of decisions to make, a lot of holes to fill, a lot of players to look at. So I guess you just have to do that as you play tournament games.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And of course, you don't get to pick and choose. Last year this team probably would have been okay, only playing one scrimmage because it had a lot of returners and you kind of knew things. But a lot of new faces, a lot of new spots. And yes, it would have been nice to have gotten all the scrimmages in. And hopefully, with the first two tournaments being complete turf fields, that's probably 9 or 10 games that we'll at least get in before, the first district ball game. And so hopefully out of 9 or 10 games, we'll be able to kind of shore up who's where and, batting order and those sorts of things. But, yeah, it's been a wet spring, to say the least.
Now you get to go to one of your favorite places, Mike Carter Field. It's the Tyler Lee tournament you've gone to for years, and so you're looking forward to that, I know.
Absolutely. It's my favorite field, outside our own, and a lot of good competition, as we know, every year. Hallsville's coming this year. I think Amarillo got out, but, it's 5 playoff teams, 6 counting us, but 5 that we're going to have to play, 2 6As and the rest 5. And so, that's another kind of a concern that you haven't really been out there, and then now all of a sudden you're going to get thrown into the fire pretty quick with those teams. And so, we'll get a pretty good look, and maybe not play any better teams the rest of the year as good, but maybe not any better in one place than what we're about to do. So we always compete well there, and I don't foresee any difference. We'll go compete, and we'll do the best we can, and again, try to figure out what we need to figure out moving forward and ultimately getting to district.
And, of course, I would assume that everybody there is going to be in the same boat. They've had the same weather we have.
That's true. Some maybe not quite as much rain, and then, of course, some that actually scrimmaged on turf fields were able to get their scrimmages in. I just talking to the Hallsville's coach, Scott Mitchell, they scrimmaged Tyler Lee and that field, and they've scrimmaged at some other places where I think they got all 4 of theirs in. And so, I'm a traditionalist, but there's something to be said for turf when you can play at just about any time with it. And again, that's why people seek out tournaments with turf and playoff sites with turf, because you're going to get to play. And so I feel confident that we'll get these in, and just hopefully we'll get on our own field pretty soon.
Wildcat soccer team ended the first half of district play with a 4-1 record after a 1-0 win over Royce City in overtime Tuesday night. It was the Wildcats' second straight overtime win, and the goal came from an unlikely source. More from Wildcats coach Alexi Upton. The Lady Cats soccer team, their record slipped to 3-2 at the end of the first half of district play Tuesday night after a 3-1 loss to Royce City at the Prim. Lady Cats soccer coach Javier Aguayo tells us about that game.
There was a lot of wind in the game out of nowhere. The weather kind of went kind of bad, and there was a bunch of wind, and so it was kind of chaotic. And it was kind of, once again, just kind of one of those ones we had to scrap out. We just kind of had to fight to the end, and it wasn't pretty, but a win's a win. So,
as we've talked before, when you play good defense, you're always in there.
Yeah, we play really good defense, so we got a shutout, and the 2 keepers that we have a little bet going. So if they can reach a certain total, I'm gonna take them somewhere and give them a reward. But they've done really well, and we've done really well collectively as a team playing team defense. And a lot of people just can't do anything on us or get frustrated when they play us. So that's a good trait to have. And, I think, like you said best, wins are wins. They're not pretty. They're not, maybe the way you want them, but a win's a win. So.
Back into OT, I guess, and You were trying to rest Omar Hernandez, but he talked you into going out there, and he scored for you.
Yeah, he was resting. You know, he had that real bad injury on Friday, and you know, he healed up really well. You know, he wasn't limping or anything like that. It's just a little light bruising, and you know, he said, he's like, hey, let me play, and I was like, no. I was like, you rested the whole game, you're not gonna play. Well, then we get into overtime, and he said, hey, let me play. I go, okay, I'll give you 5. Put your clothes on. I'll give you 5 minutes. That's all I'm gonna give you, and you can do whatever you want in that 5 minutes. But when your 5 minutes is up, I'm gonna take you out. And he goes, okay. And he goes and takes a corner, puts it in, and scores a goal. And I was like, come on, man. So
you look like a genius.
Yeah, well, you know, and so, you know, it all worked out for him, and it worked out for us. So that's really what matters. So
4-1 in the first half. You love that.
Yeah, I mean, it puts us right where we want to be. You know, we go take care of 2 more wins, and then our 3rd game or our 8th game, we get to go play Mount Pleasant and try to get to go at them again. So.
Next 2 are at home, including the beginning of the second half against Greenville. So want to start off on a good foot.
Yeah, absolutely. Greenville on Friday, and then Lindale next Tuesday, both at home. And we love playing at home, and we love to be in front of our fans and stuff. So that'll be a good game for us, and we're really excited. So.
And finally in sports, the number 11 ranked Saltillo Lady Lions basketball team won a thriller Tuesday night at Trenton over number 21 ranked Slidell 51-43 in triple overtime in a regional quarterfinal game. The game was close all the way, with the score tied 30-30 at the end of regulation, tied 36-36 after the first overtime, and 40-40 after the second overtime. Finally, the Lady Lions outscored Slidell 11-3 in the third overtime for that 51-43 win. Jocelyn Ochoa had a big game for the Lady Lions with 19 points. Chandler Bain had 9 points. Anna Reeder scored 8 points. Christina Wade and Brittany Peoples had 6 points each. Maddie Smith added 2 points, and Juliana Giles scored 1 point. Coach Bill Giles said it was a very exciting game for the fans. I'm not so sure about for the coaches. He said the Lady Lions gave up too many easy baskets in overtime, but he said they hung in there, played physical, and did little things right in the third overtime to get the win. The Lady Lions season record is now 31-7. The Lady Lions now head for the regional tournament on Friday and Saturday at Mansfield Legacy High School. This is a killer tournament featuring number 2 ranked Dodge City, number 3 ranked Lipan, number 8 ranked Eula, and number 11 ranked Saltillo. The Lady Lions will play Eula on Friday. The regional final game will be played Saturday at 2 p.m. And that's Channel 18 News. I'm Don Julian. Thank you for joining me, and so long, everybody.